I'm Sarah with STO Education. Look, today we're going to cut right through all the noise. We're here to talk about the myth of the investment bank trader. Because let's be honest, if that's the dream you're chasing a ghost. It's time to talk about the reality you actually need to master.
Okay, so first things first, I want you to picture it. That classic image of a Wall Street trader. You know the one I'm talking about, the one from the movies, yelling into a phone, just pure adrenaline and ambition. Yeah, you're probably seeing a guy making these huge, multi-million-dollar bets, right? Just running on pure gut instinct. It's this high-stakes game where one move, just one, could make or break you. That's the image, isn't it? Pure, raw adrenaline. Fortunes made and lost in a heartbeat.
But here's the thing. That whole picture, it's not just wrong. It's dangerously out of date. And if you're building your entire career plan on that image, you're literally building it on a foundation of sand. It's going to collapse.
So here's the first major reality check. And this is going to flip the whole script on you. A full 90%, you heard me, 90 of a trader's time is spent on something called market making. That leaves just a tiny 10% for what everyone thinks the job is. You know, that prop trading.
So we have to break down this 90%. We just have to. Because if you don't get this, you will never understand how a modern trading floor actually works. This is the real engine room of the bank.
So what is market making? Well, it's the core commission business. It's not about making these crazy speculative bets. Not at all. It's about helping clients make their trades. You're a facilitator. You're the engine that drives the bank's profit, one tiny commission at a time. And even that gets split into two different buckets. You've got the agency business, that's about 80% of it, where the bank takes zero risk. It's just a middleman, plain and simple. Then there's the other 20%, the risk business. And that's where the bank actually has to step in and put its own money on the line to get a client's trade done.
Okay, and right here, this distinction, this leads us to maybe the single most important truth about what trading is today. And honestly, it's a truth that most people who want to be traders completely, totally miss.
So what's the result of all this? A trader today spends a whopping 72% of their time just watching software. I mean, think about that. Nearly 3/4 of your day is spent monitoring algorithms. And why? Because that huge chunk of risk-free agency business, it's pretty much all automated now.
Let me be crystal clear about this. Your job is no longer making the trade. It's making sure the machine doesn't screw up. Your most important skill isn't taking on risk. It's knowing when to pull the plug on a misbehaving algorithm and when to plug it back in. You're not a gunslinger anymore. You're an operator.
Okay, so what about that other 18% of the time? That's spent cleaning up messes. It's what's called managing the negative selection portfolio. And what is that? It's all the junk positions, the unwanted risk that the bank was forced to take on just to keep a client happy. Your job here isn't to be a financial wizard. It's damage control, unwinding positions you never wanted in the first place. So how did we get here, right? Why did that skilled, risk-taking trader basically get replaced by a software babysitter? Well, the answer is painfully simple. It all comes down to pure economics.
If you go back about a decade, the commission on a standard trade was something like 25 basis points. You know what it is today? 5. Just 5 basis points. That's a collapse.
I mean, do the math. That's an 80% drop in the main way these desks make money. And when your primary revenue source just evaporates like that, the entire business model has to change just to survive. That old school, high-risk, high-reward trader, he just became too expensive. The model became completely unsustainable.
All right, so let's talk about that last 10%, the glamorous part, right? Proprietary trading, prop trading. This is where the bank gives you its money to go make more money. This has to be where the real action is, doesn't it?
Well, no, it's not what you think. Its main job isn't to let you go be a rockstar speculator. It's actually a risk management tool. The bank gives you capital to build a positive selection portfolio. That means you get to take positions you actually want for one main reason: to make enough money to cover the losses from that negative selection junk pile we talked about earlier. And I'll say it again because this is critical. This is where your bonus comes from.
And here's the final nail in the coffin. Remember how commissions are down 80%? Well, guess what? The amount of capital the banks are willing to give traders for prop trading, it's also down by about the same amount. The opportunity, the pool of money that you use to actually make your bonus, has just shriveled up.
Okay, let's put all the pieces together now. It's time to get absolutely crystal clear on the job you're actually trying to get today, not the fantasy job from a 20-year-old movie.
Look, here's the bottom line. The myth of that lone wolf maverick trader, it's dead. It's over. The reality of the job today is that you're an operator in a highly structured, machine-driven world. You're focused on managing automated systems, getting rid of unwanted risk, and just being as efficient as possible in a business where the profit margins are razor-thin.
You simply cannot succeed using a strategy that was built for a market that doesn't exist anymore. Your job, your only job, is to deal with the market you've inherited. You have to understand the structure of the market as it is right now, and build a process to take advantage of the real opportunities that are in front of you, not the ones you wish were there.
So, this brings us to the only question that really matters, doesn't it? What skills, what systems, does a modern operator need to actually succeed in this market? The gunslinger is a ghost. The operator is the new reality. The game isn't about having the guts to take a huge risk anymore. It's about having the discipline to manage a complex system. If you've made it this far, you're not just curious, you're serious. And that's exactly who Stoa was built for. Here's the deal. We don't accept everyone. We run on an application-only system because we only work with people who are ready to operate at the next level. So if you want to stop wasting hours chasing noise and instead run a proven, documented process that gets results in less than 90 minutes a day, apply now. There are limited seats, and once they're filled, they're gone for the quarter. Click the link in the description, fill out the short application, and let's see if you're a fit. If you're watching this, my guess is you already know you should.